Well, if you're too sick to walk to the medical store, PharmEasy is just the option for you, an app that helps you to order medicines by just uploading your doctor's prescription. On Rising Stars today, Dharmil Sheth, the co-founder of the company, joining us. Dharmil, great to have you with us. And, from what you're telling me, it does a lot more than just, simplify the act of going to the store. It actually helps to sort of facilitate and keep your records online and so forth. So tell us a little bit more about what the concept is.
So PharmEasy helps you aggregate all your supplies, the medicine supply. You can plan very well. You can actually order for your family. You can save 20% on all your medicines. It helps you keep all your records on one single platform, which is the mobile app. While you go to the doctor, you can actually show him your records for what you've been consuming, the medicines that you've been consuming since months. So that is one part on the customer end. On the retailer's end, it's a different sort of a story that we're creating. Smaller mom and pop stores are tying up with us. They want more business. Their business was going down because of bigger chains coming in. So these are the guys partnering with us, and they are seeing a good upside of close to 1,000% of sales in a month.
So tell me something. I mean, those are great numbers, but how would you differentiate from some of the other startups in the space? And there has been this flurry of people trying to get into the healthcare space that are also trying to reduce that distance between a consumer and his or her chemist. We are already seeing some that are attempting to sort of make deliveries easier, get you better access to something that's in your locality, for example. What would be the differentiating factor for you?
So number one is this is relevant to medicines. Pharma, because it's a highly regulated space, you need special expertise to understand the entire supply chain. Anyone can create an app and start selling whatever products we can, but this is not like selling bread or butter. It's medicines, it's highly risky. So which is where it's a highly controlled environment, and you need to understand the back end well to perform the front end operations, which is where our expertise lies. We understand the back end very well. We understand how the economics work, how the entire supply chain works, how is the retailer procuring medicines from the distributor, which is where we are trying to revolutionize the entire pharma space by using technology at the retail stores. The stores were not even using computerized billing, which is where we are forcing them to do that. We're forcing them to use barcodes so that none of the expired medicines go to a customer. They can manage their inventory very well. We're using our analytics tool for the retailers so that they can manage and save money on their working capital for managing inventory. So a lot of these things are required to actually come into this space of pharma.
And you're already offering fairly big discounts.
That's a flat 20% discount. And we also tied up with Maharashtra Police recently, giving all the police officers a flat 25% discount. So this discount is not a random number that we've come up with just to acquire customers. It's a sensible number from which even we are making money, and the retailers are also making money.
So you are making money already? So you've already been functioning for a year or so, right? So give us a sense of scale that you have.
So right now we are present in 7 cities, doing close to 2,500 orders a day. We already have more than 1.5 lakh customers, and all this is without a single penny spent on marketing campaigns. It's all through word of mouth. So we heavily focus on our service and our positioning.
And what's your background? How did you get into this?
So I am an electronics engineer from Mumbai. Post that, worked for a year in robotics, then did my MBA from IMT Ghaziabad. And then the entrepreneurial kida struck me, and then I was like, all right, I have to do something online. And just started off with a venture which failed in 6 months. And then I thought of doing something in the pharma space. My friends Dhaval Shah and Mikhil Inani, who are the co-founders, we met across a dinner one fine day, and it was just an idea which clicked that we should do medicine deliveries, because today if you see, you can buy cars online, you can buy apartments online, but there's no option to buy medicines online, which is where you need convenience. You don't want a patient to go across the road to buy medicines and hunt for the right medicines that they need, which is where we thought of using technology and make the entire process easier for the customers and improve the entire healthcare scenario in the country.
So what are some of the learnings or challenges you had along the way?
The right team is what you need to build a great company, which is where we focus on. The best of the team players will always succeed, which is where we feel team spirit is the most important thing. Also the domain expertise. We've seen a lot of friends of ours who started companies and then did not do well because only one part of the skill set will not help you grow. Like I told you about the front end and the back end, it is very important to understand the back end very well, and the front end will follow.
Right.
So if you can't make money, if there's a model which doesn't have sense for making money, then it wouldn't do well.
Right.
So the team and the model is what we are focusing on.
Okay, so like you said, you already are making money operationally, or you mean
operationally?
Yeah. So what is the plan going forward in terms of the kind of growth you want to have, whether or not you want funding at different stages or anticipate it? What are some of the plans you have?
So talking about the growth plan, we'll go deeper into these 7 cities that we are present in. Right now we are heavily focused in Mumbai, but yeah, we'll spread across the 7 cities and go deeper and reach out to more customers. We've seen that a lot of customers who buy from PharmEasy are those who take regular medicines, going through lifestyle diseases,
Right.
Which is where we would want to offer them different kind of services just apart from medicines. As in, a diabetes patient might also need diagnostic tests to be done regularly. So we're trying to introduce those as well.
And for those, would you look at partnerships or tie-ups, or would you want to do this
so
on
we
your
already
own?
have our diagnostic services live in Mumbai. We'll be tying up with more labs and trying to reach out to more customers through that.
What about other apps that are also doing parallel things?
Yeah,
like would there be scope for? The reason I ask is because I'm wondering if down the line, like we're kind of seeing in retail, if there would be some benefits to be accrued with some kind of overlap or directing each other.
In fact, it's a quite vacant space as
Yeah.
of now. There are competitors like 1mg, NetMeds and Ziggy and these guys. In fact, it's more of awareness. The more the players come in, there'll be more awareness spread.
Right.
And that's good for this space right now.
Right. So you're saying there's enough for everyone. So let's see who wins.
It's a huge market. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Tharmal, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
All right. So yet another startup in the healthcare space is looking to make your life a little easier and provide better and more affordable access to healthcare. That's about all we could pack into this edition of Rising Stars. Thanks for watching.